Hello, thanks for tuning in. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I make my Nigerian meat pies. I have the recipe for you on the screen, so feel free to take a screenshot. I also have a detailed recipe in the description box below. So I'm going to start by dicing my potatoes, my carrots, and the onions. And once I'm done doing that, I'm going to saute the onions in a shallow pan just until it starts to brown and it loses a bit of its crunch. Next, I'm just going to stir fry my minced meat, breaking it up with the spoon as I go. The goal is to make sure this loses its pinkness and the beef is well cooked through. Once my meat is well cooked through, I'm just going to add in my seasoning cube, my salt, curry, thyme and pepper, and I'm just going to mix everything together until it's well combined. My filling is coming together now, and I'm just adding my potatoes and my carrots. I'm going to mix everything together and add some water, cover it and allow it to simmer together just to kind of soften the carrots and the potatoes a bit. My meat pie filling is almost ready now, but just to kind of finish off everything, I'm going to add a flour slurry. So what the flour slurry does is it helps to thicken the filling. It's basically just like a couple of teaspoons of flour and water mixed together to help to thicken whatever moisture you have left in your filling. And the good thing about meat pie filling is that if stored properly in an airtight container, it's able to last up to weeks in the freezer. So yeah, now I've set aside my filling and I'm going to make my dough for my meat pie. And now I'm just going ahead to add my cold butter to my flour. I'm going to mix it together. I think at this point I realized I could not do it with one hand. So yeah, mix it together until it looks like bread or like gari. Then I'm going to go ahead to add my egg, using one egg for the recipe, and add some water. Sadly, I didn't get that part on camera, but all I basically did was to add in my egg and add in water at a little at a time, just until everything comes together. For the best result, you don't want to overwork your dough, so I'd say just knead it for less than 5 minutes. Basically, we really just want everything to be combined, so don't knead for too long so that by the time we bake our meat pies, they'll come out really nice and flaky. And after kneading, I'm going to cover with a cling wrap and I'm going to let the dough rest in the fridge for almost 30 minutes. 30 minutes of resting in the fridge, and it's time for me to start making my meat pies. But first, I'm going to cut up the dough into bits. I'm going to cut it into about 8 parts, and this is just so I don't overwork the dough and the butter in the meat pie dough can still remain cold while I walk through every single meat pie. I'm rolling out my dough now just so it is flat enough to hold my filling, and I'm going to go ahead to cut it with a round cutter. Any bowl or plate that's about 6 inches in diameter would work just fine. And then once I'm done cutting out the shape of my meat pie, I'm going to go ahead to add the filling in the middle. Here I'm just showing you the thickness of the meat pie I'm making. Then I'm adding the filling. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to brush the edges of the meat pie with my egg wash. So basically just egg whisked together. I'm going to add the egg to the sides and seal up the meat pie perfectly so that it doesn't burst open when it's baking. This recipe makes 12 meat pies, so I'm going to repeat the process for all 12 meat pies and transfer to a baking tray once I'm done. I'm done rolling out my meat pies now, so I'm going to brush them with my egg wash, and this is just so it comes out shiny. Once it's done baking, it would have this nice brown golden look to it instead of coming out white and pasty. Transfer your meat pies to a preheated oven and bake at 175 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. Voila! My meat pies are now ready and fresh out of the oven. You would know that your meat pie is ready because it would have this nice golden brown crust to it that just looks so delicious and so yummy. So yeah, this recipe is super easy, super simple, and very beginner friendly. Let me know in the comment section if you did give it a try and if you've really enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.